SMH Podcast. I'm your host, Bushido Spirit, and I got a special guest today with me. Introduce yourself to the people.
So legendary Mikey here, with the Thirst Master. Thanks for putting me on, bro.
Okay, and Philly, of course, his bitch ass not here. Said his head was hurting. I guess he spent too much time sucking dick. And sucking dick will make your head hurt. It's just spending hours on hours on your knees, and you got to eyeball the tip of the dick, and it gets you kind of.
Watch out, bro.
It fucks up your mind, man. You get kind of dazed when you eyeing the tip of the dick, man. The tip of the mater head, man. Exactly. Yeah, it is what it is. But since nobody knows who the fuck you are, Mikey, you got a little channel with like 300 subs. You ain't really blowing up. You ain't really popping off like that. Can you just tell the people about yourself a little bit?
Alright, man. I'm next generation of YouTubers. I'm gonna hit it hard in a couple of months. Right now I'm just doing Dragon Ball Z reviews.
Man, I don't know, Mikey. You sound kind of desperate, man. You can't be saying you the next generation, dog. You can't say it. You gotta be about it, Mikey.
Alright, bro. So, I guess I'm just an up and coming cat. Just
don't even say you up and coming. Say I'm Mikey.
I mean that's
I'm already here. God damn it.
All right. I'm already here.
Exactly.
And I'm
say you the best. Say you the best at doing Dragon Ball Z reviews.
I'm the best at doing Dragon Ball Z reviews.
And just say it like you mean
come
it.
Holla at me, come check out my channel, bro.
Yeah, repeat what I say. I'm the greatest Dragon Ball Z reviewer of all time. You gotta repeat, man.
I'm the greatest Dragon Ball Z reviewer of all time.
No motherfucker in
I'm
the history.
Here, I'm killing it, man.
I didn't tell you to improvise. Just listen to me. Repeat.
I'm better than every motherfucker in history.
Mike, you about to be fired, dog. Just repeat after me. Repeat what I say. All right.
I say your mic is a little messing up.
You can't repeat after me.
I can't. Oh, now it's working. I mean, before it was like scrambled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's your connection, Mikey, man. Your connection, butt cheeks, dog. But we gonna deal with that right there. I mean, long as you can hear me. But you know what? Fuck it. We're not even gonna get into that because I was gonna set you up for a joke. And
yeah, you was about to set me up for failure, bro.
But I'm gonna tell people, Mike, come on, man, Mike, you can't be cutting me off, dog. You can't be. All right, but I'm gonna tell people what we're gonna do today, man. We're gonna do the shit that we were supposed to do last podcast. We're gonna discuss One Punch Man, talk about how we felt about it. We're gonna discuss also Kotaku dropped a list, a top 10 list. I think they got some people from Japan, and they voted on some shit, and they created a top 10 list out of those statistics or whatever. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to give you our own top 10 of the year of 2015. What else we going to do? We can't talk about Lupin. We can't talk about that. So we're going to do that later. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all we got to do. And then hopefully when Philly comes back and he stops sucking dick and eyeballing the tip of the head, we can finally do that. Woo! She finally motherfucker podcast. But right now we're gonna go right into the first thing, and let's talk about One Punch Man first. You know what I'm saying, Mikey?
Yeah, I feel you.
Talking about One Punch Man.
Who's gonna go first, me or you, bro?
I mean, it don't matter what order we go in, Mikey, long as we discuss how we feel and express. Let me say, I'm gonna let you go first, Mikey, since you're the guest, but I'm gonna set you up right quick. All right, One Punch Man. Is One Punch Man a seinen?
Yeah, it's a seinen.
All right, One Punch Man, a seinen manga about this ridiculously strong, plain hero. He's so strong that he defeats all his foes with one motherfucking punch. Say that again. One motherfucking punch. All it takes is one punch to kill these motherfuckers. And it's not just your typical one punch. It's not just one punch and they just go unconscious. It's one punch and they fucking body explodes and pieces is all over the place and shit. Like it's just real gruesome shit. And he has his sidekick who's a machine. And the machine dude, Genos, he wants to find this other machine dude that raped and pillaged his fucking homeland or some shit like that. Right?
Yeah.
And And at first he thinks he's strong, he thinks he's hot shit, but then he meets One Punch Man, he's like, damn, this motherfucker is super strong. But the thing about One Punch Man is that he's this strong, but nobody knows who the fuck he is. He looks plain and average. He doesn't really stand out. Nobody knows he's not like Superman. He don't have a little cute little curl on top of his head. He don't got no bright ass red suit. His suit
he got a bald head.
He got a bald head. His suit look kind of ugly as shit. That nigga got on some fucking workman gloves or some shit like that. But his suit was kind of plain. Also, I want to point out that there's this organization called the Hero Association or some shit.
Yeah, it's the Hero Association.
Yeah, and this is just basically a whole association of heroes, and and they rank heroes depending on how well they do and depending on the type of villains they defeat. And this is how the world is set up. We got the Hero Association, lots of monsters just popping out of God knows where the fuck they come from. They just pop out of nowhere. Like this place has more villains than Gotham City and shit. Like villains pop out of everywhere. It's just a world full of villains and heroes and shit like that. Mikey, I'm gonna let you go first. Yeah. And what I want you to do is, I want you to give your overall opinion of the show, and then I want you to talk about. I want you to go into detail. Give us some positives and some negatives if you have any negatives, and tell me about your favorite moment of the series or favorite thing about the series. 1, 2, 3, go.
All right. So, One Punch Man. Some people tell me it's a satire of shonen elements, but
hey man, look, Mikey, Mikey, you gotta be casual with it. You can't be sounding too professional. Don't be trying too hard, man. Just not give a fuck, man. Just go for it, man. Don't try to sound intelligent. Fuck intelligent, man. Sound real. Try to be real. Don't be fake. Don't be elitist. Sound real, Mikey. Go ahead.
All right. So One Punch Man. This man comes out of nowhere, just one punching cats, bro.
Mikey,
just knocking cats out, bro.
Mikey. Yeah. I already gave a synopsis, Mikey, man. You ain't got to give a synopsis, Mikey.
Oh, so you want to say my positives?
Just give your opinion, Mikey. Just give your motherfucking opinion.
All right. So my opinion, my real true opinion on it is that I respect that this man actually comes in and saves. He doesn't get a lot of credit for the work that he does. And Genos is actually his apprentice, and he just gets a lot of more, gets more screen, like not more screen time, but he gets more like love, like rewards for his actions,
admiration and shit like that.
Yeah, and I mean, and his whole training thing, like, oh, he trained for 3 years, and he got these powers. I don't like that because he just got it out of nowhere. Then, like, at least Goku, I'm a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z, and this man Goku actually trained his hardest to get these powers. Like, we saw him training in time chambers and gravity and stuff like that. One Punch Man.
You know what, Mike? I think that's part of the satire, though. You know how ridiculous the explanations for some of these superheroes are, the way they attain their powers. It's like, I fell into a pool of lava and I came out and my whole body went disintegrated, but instead I got all these fucking powers and I got a pool of acid dumped on me and I'm super. Yeah. And like, it's just this stupid shit. So I think the purpose of him becoming this strong with that simple ass training regimen is to show how ridiculous some of these heroes' powers truly are. Because if you think about it, who the fuck gonna become Incredible Hulk by getting some radiation on him or some shit like that? Motherfucker, you ain't gonna be Incredible Hulk. You gonna be mutated. You gonna look like fucking a circus freak if you get some radiation. You probably gonna fucking die. Nobody survived radiation but goddamn cockroaches or some shit like that. So I think it's his regimen, how he trains. It's funny because it's ridiculous, but it's not as ridiculous as some of the shit that we've seen before in comics and stuff like that. So I kind of fuck with that. It's part of the satire, I think, Mikey. But you can continue.
Yeah. So the fan base also puts me off from the series because a lot of them always say that Saitama can just beat everybody. He's not trying. I mean, sure, he's not trying to. He's just one punching people, but he's not versing cats that are like really on that level. Like, we see cats that he's fighting, they're fodder. Like, the majority of them is like not doing much. That's just for me. The coolest moment in the series for me, though, like, I haven't finished the series, but I was watching a lot of the series, the anime. So when he with the meteor was coming down on Z City, he came in out of nowhere where everybody was trying to destroy the meteor, and he just casually just punched the meteor, and parts of it destroyed the city, but he didn't even get no credit for that. I mean, that was my favorite moment. Yeah,
that's what I hate about this series. That's one of my biggest flaws about this series is that he can come in and punch a whole meteorite, right? Yeah. And the meteorite is big as fuck, and like it's obvious, it's clear as day. You can clearly see that motherfucker. He's the dude that's punching it. They got TVs and cameras and shit filming everything, and somehow this organization, this hero association with all this technology, cannot spot this one man killing off all of these super powerful beings. Like, it just makes no sense that he is this irrelevant. Like, he should be he should be known more than any other hero. Like, they have what's the point of all these cameras and shit? Even in the last fight, spoiler alert, even in the last fight when he fought that one dude, what's his name, Buros or some shit like that.
Yeah, he was like planet level or something like that.
Even when he fought that dude, like, there should have been cameras somewhere around there seeing that fight, especially when they got outside of the ship. I understand you can't see what's inside the ship, but they were outside the ship fighting. This motherfucker got knocked to the moon, came back, and it was like huge ass explosions. And then they fired laser beams that took out half the goddamn, all fucking the platforms and mountains behind. Like, it was just a ridiculous fight. And with all this technology, because I know the organization has their eye on everybody, they should be able to see these things. He should not go unnoticed. It makes no sense for him to go unnoticed. And Genos is his biggest dick rider. People don't see that Genos is riding this dude's dick.
That's factual, bro.
Right? They don't see that. Like, it's obvious that this dude is clearly the strongest person there, and they don't. I don't know how he can go completely unnoticed. And I didn't like the whole thing with the kid. Remember the kid thing when he fought the sea creature and like he defeated him. Then this one random stupid ass fanboy. That's how I see a lot of you motherfuckers. You that one stupid ass fanboy that despite seeing the obvious, despite the shit being right in front of your face, you still deny it. Like when I say DBZ was trash, you still think it's the best shit ever. And even though you can clearly see the shitty animation on the screen, when that one kid came out of nowhere and said, "Man, he ain't really defeat that fucking villain, even though I saw him blow a big ass chunk in this nigga's chest." He defeated this fish dude because all the other people made the fish dude weaker. When you can clearly see that this fish motherfucker was regenerating and he was back to his full form. And I feel like a lot of you trolls are that way, man. You see the obvious, but yet you still go with it. And I hated that. Like, he should have been more known. It's impossible to hide this strong-ass being that is clearly saving the world millions of times over. How can you not spot this motherfucker? That's my biggest gripe with the show. Like, it would be almost impossible to hide him.
Another gripe that I have with the show is, Genos, man. This man is straight booty, man. This cat gets annihilated. He gets annihilated all the time, bro. He's always hyped up to come in first to save the day, but he just gets wrecked, and then Saitama has to come in to save him, bro. Like,
yeah, that makes me angry because has Genos ever won anything? I don't think I ever seen him win.
Me neither.
And he's S. That motherfucker is S. And you got Saitama who just coming in after this motherfucker is just get ripped to pieces. His motherfucker get upgraded after every battle. And then he gets torn to pieces, gets another upgrade. But yet Saitama just comes out of nowhere and just completely demolishes whoever he fighting easily. And they still got Genos, they still riding Genos' dick. He's still on this pedestal. I don't understand that. And I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Also, what else? What I like is the whole city thing, and it feels like it could be like a real city, the structure of the city, the structure of Saitama, his family, his everyday life. We get to see that, but we don't get to see his training, but we just get to see and that's one of the plot points too. The major plot points. Genos wants to know how powerful, why Saitama is this powerful. That's why he goes in, to live with him.
Yeah, I think that is one of the major plot points. Is like, how did this man become this strong? And if you think about it, he's the only real hero. Every other person in that organization, the Hero Association, wants to be a hero for some reason. And he's the only person.
Marketing.
I mean, they're doing it for marketing, or as in Gino's case, he's trying to get revenge on somebody or whatever the fuck. But he is the only person being a hero just cause he wants to, just cause it's the right thing to do. Like he really had. There's no reason that he should be doing this and going out there trying to save people. And I mean, because he doesn't care about being known. He can go obscure. Because I remember going back to the whole fish, when he fought the fish dude and he killed him. Like the dude, he went along with what the dude was saying. Like, yeah, I beat this dude because everybody else softened him up for me. He went along with that. And also when the Tank Top brothers was saying all that shit, like he sort of goes along with these things. He doesn't want to be known, and he doesn't need anything to validate. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy overall.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the major parts of the story. It's like him being irrelevant but not caring. Him trying to be a true hero and save people. I mean, it's just a beautiful story. I almost shed a tear, man. This shit is so goddamn beautiful.
Maybe one day he'll get acknowledgement for all the stuff he's done, and people will praise him and stuff like that. But for now, he just doesn't care about that. Yeah, he doesn't care even if he does get relevant or not.
Yeah, and I like that, man. I like that. One other gripe I got is that like the amount of fucking deaths that should happen and the recovery time of the city. Like, come on, man. There's big ass huge ships and shit, giant meteorites and huge giant fucking creatures just stomping on buildings and people and killing them. And like then the next episode, like the buildings are back together and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like they must have a super team of fucking people out there fixing that city, because nothing should exist in this world. The amount of creatures that pop out and destroy shit, this shit should be like a fucking post-apocalyptic fucking like fucking. It should look like Fist of the North Star. God damn it, just nothing but desert. How many monsters came through that shit and rampaged the city? Like, so I mean, but I guess I can let it pass since it's a satire. I'm like, fuck it, because in these big ass hero movies and shit, they destroy a bunch of shit and nobody talks about how all the people that died and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, I guess maybe that's part of the parody. I don't know. The satire.
I think it's trying to the comic books, like try to like take off the comic book heroes and DBZ and stuff like that. It's just like making fun of it, like.
Yeah, so I think that's probably part of it. The amount of destruction that happens and how they're able to still have how people are able to still have a normal life even though they in a city full of fucking monsters and shit. So I mean, it's cool. Also, one other thing, dog, that goddamn that one black dude with the bubble lips. What's his, it's a black hero there with some bubble lips.
I don't remember his name.
I mean, I know you remember because the motherfucker ain't got no screen time. I see him and I'm like, that's a fucking stereotype, man. I'm willing to let it slide, man. But still.
I mean, they do that a lot in Japanese, in a lot of things, bro. Even in Hollywood, they do the stereotype things. Like, in all kinds of media, they do that.
Yeah, but I just didn't see. I like to see that dark ass bubble lip motherfucker. Like, while everybody out there fight, this motherfucker's just chilling. I mean, he S-class and all, but still, man. I was like, he just a generic strong nigga. Like, what is his power?
I don't remember. You remember?
No, I don't think he even showed his power. He was just looking at them destroy the ship. But I mean, overall, it's a great series. You should go out and check it, watch it. Probably one of the best animes that came out this season. This season and this year. So shit is fantastic. You got any final words, Mike?
I mean, I heard that there's like 2 mangas. Like there's one version where the original creator actually, he came in and drew it. It was like a web comic, and it was like he did a lot of it on himself, and then another manga bought like they put him on. So you get paid for doing it now. So that's why they redrew it and stuff. You can go check out the manga too. And I mean, overall, I mean, you want to give a rating for this, or
man, my rating for this show would be like 18 nuts busted. This show could definitely fuck my mom. I mean, I just love the hell out of it. You know, I give I give One Punch Man take it home and fuck it.
I give it the same rating. Nothing else I can say about that, bro. All right, so you know, holla at us. You know what I mean? You know, give us support in the comment section.
Mike, man, you can't be hosting with me, dog. Like you got the
phone. My bad.
To chill out, dog. We ain't even done yet. You trying to just?
Hey, I thought you said we was. I thought you said it's the final thing.
We got some more shit to do. And that other shit to do is to talk about this Kotaku poll, the 10 best anime of 2015. All right, I mean, Mikey, you've seen a lot of shit this year, right?
Yeah.
And can you compile a list of your top 10?
I didn't even watch that much anime.
Mikey, you a fucking failure, man. But we're gonna talk about this list. Let me read what they wrote here. This Kotaku article. It says, it's December. This year is almost over. Now is a good time for people to look back and recount their favorite anime series of 2015. Period. In Japan, website Go Ranking, I said Go for some reason. Go Ranking polled 500 men and women in their 20s and 30s, asking them which anime series they liked best this year. And here is their top 10. All right, I'm finna go down the list. For the 10 spot, they got a triple tie. Like they got Is the Order a Rabbit? Okay, that might be some slice of life shit. Which came in at 2.7%. They got One Punch Man at number 10 at 2.7%. Working is also at number 10 at 2.7%. So they got One Punch Man sandwiched between two slice of life shows. And you know, maybe that's because, I mean, One Punch Man just came out this season and people didn't really watch it. But I don't know. But we're gonna talk about this shit later on. Number 9, they got Ushio and Tora at 2.8%. I never seen that shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. Number 8, they got Prison School at 3.0%. You seen that shit, Prison School?
Nah, but I heard a lot of things from in the J Room though.
Oh yeah, I love Prison School. That shit's so nasty and etchy, man. Number 7, they got Haikyuu, that volleyball anime, at 3.2%. Number 6, they got Assassination Classroom. That show is trash at 3.9%. Number 5, they got JoJo Bizarre Adventure Stardust Crusader at 4.2%.
They what though?
Okay, I see you seen that shit, huh?
Yeah, I see that.
Number 4, they got Koroko no Basket at 4.4%. Number 3, they got My Love Story at 4.7%. Number 2, they got Usamatsu-kun at 5.3%. Number 1, they got Lupin the Third at 7.9%. Were any of these your favorites? If so, which ones? In case you missed it, here's a poll listing the most anticipated anime of winter. Blah 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 blah. All right, so you seen it? I read out the list to you, Mikey.
Yeah, you did.
All right, what are your thoughts on this list?
I mean, it was a alright list. You know, it was cool. I mean, I think JoJo probably should have got a higher rating. As long as the people probably gonna think that JoJo's got a higher rating too. Should have got a higher rating. I mean, One Punch Man and JoJo's pretty much the only thing killing it. Okay. I mean, in my opinion, I guess people checked out the other series.
Any anime you think that should be here that's missing from this list?
New ones?
I mean, the ones that came out this year that are missing from this list that you think should be on here.
Terraform Mars.
Oh yeah, Terraform. Yeah, that shit did come out this year. Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Was it the second season or the first season that came out this year? Or they both came out this year?
I think it was both of them.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Could be wrong though.
Yeah, I mean, that might have came out. I don't know, man, but I do like Terraforming. So I mean, I don't know though. It could have came out this year. Could have came out. I mean, if it came out this year, I would definitely put that in my top 10. You said you ain't got no top 10. You said you ain't watch shit.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Mikey. Shame on you, goddamn.
Are you a bad leader, bro?
I'm a bad leader. What the fuck I did?
Nah, I'm just joking, bro.
You better be joking, bitch. Look.
Nah.
I mean, I can tell from this list that Japanese people definitely like slice of life and sports. Because Haikyuu, they got Haikyuu, Kuroko no Basket on here, and
oh yeah, Kuroko no Basket.
That shit, I fuck with that, man. I mean, I fuck with Kuroko no Basket.
You got cats shooting from like half the area, just shooting in the basket, like they're not even looking at stuff. Like,
yeah, man, that shit ridiculous, man. You know what I mean, they had to make it super ridiculous because they know damn well Asians can't do that shit in real life, man. And I saw Lupin the Third.
That's racist.
Hey man, it's true, man. Fuck them niggas. Look, I saw Lupin the Third, and that shit was alright to me, man. Philly liked the shit. I mean, I wish he was here to say something about it. He liked it.
Wait, that didn't come out this year, right?
No, it came out this year.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's just like the old series. But I never really fucked with the old series, man.
Salem. Did Sailor Moon come out this year, or was that last year?
Was that? I don't know, man. This shit kind of scrambled together. But I'm finna tell you my list right quick. This is a list I put together. Shit that I like this year. First of all, Shokugeki no Soma. That's one of my favorite series.
Yeah, that's the food manga.
Yeah, right? I got that shit at number 1. Number 2, I'm going in reverse. Number 2, I got One Punch Man. That's one of my favorites. Number 3, got my shit Baby Steps. Love Baby Steps. That's the tennis anime. Number 4, I got Kuroko no Basket Season 3. I fucks with that. Number 5, I got Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. That's my shit. Number 6, I got Ace of Diamonds Season 2. Number 7, I got Prison School. Number 8, I got Arslan Senki. People didn't really fuck with that, man. Once they saw the 3D pop up on the screen, they were like, man, this shit trash. But I liked it. Number 9 is Shimonetta. That whole story about them banning smut and you can't say bad words and shit like that. I enjoyed that series. And the final one I got number 10, I got Fruit of Grissia. I don't give a fuck. I like that show, man, with the multiple girls and the one dude who's like a secret agent or some shit. I fuck with it. And there's a couple of shows that didn't make the list, but were pretty damn close. Yeah, Overlord came out. Monster Girl, that shit was fire. Tokyo Ghoul Season 2, that shit was good. That Monogatari shit, that shit was solid. Yuri Komi with the fucking bears and shit. Ao Noah Zero Season 2, that shit was kind of trash, but I did enjoy a little bit of it. Then I think you had Gangsta came out. So those are some of the series.
A lot of chicks like Gangsta.
Yeah.
That I talked to Anime about. A lot of people liked it too.
Yeah, Gangsta was solid, man. I mean, I didn't watch it. I stopped watching this shit after a while, but Gangsta was solid, man. Especially when the shit came on and that dark, that kind of Brazilian looking chick was getting fucked in the alley. I was like,